one of the things that amazes me about you is all the things that you've accomplished, all the tournaments you've won, all the accolades. You've secured your legacy, and certainly in poker, right? You're married now, and yet it seems like you still push yourself to play against the best. And you brought up somebody, we were talking about people that you don't get along with online or something, and you and Doug Polk were going at each other for a while, and then suddenly you decide, okay, let's play heads up.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? What's the point of it at this point?
I find so much joy in goal setting, right? And there's controversy about whether that's a good idea. For me, goal setting is an essential part of my life, and for me, whether I reach the goal and accomplish it or not isn't the most important factor. It's the journey itself, because that's what I love. I love striving to do something. It comes from that, being a kid, playing video games and always finding new goals and new challenges. With poker, there's always new and fun things to challenge myself with. And the World Series of Poker coming around is always, it could be this year. This could be the year where I have that killer 3-4 bracelet World Series of Poker. So for me, being able to compete against the best players today is super important. And I understand that in order to do that, it requires self-awareness and humility, in a sense that, you can't rest on your laurels and think, these kids, they don't know what they're doing. No. You have to learn from them. You need to take what they are doing, incorporate that into the wisdom that you have that they do not. I have 30 years of wisdom in the game, and I can also understand how theory works now because I put in the work. So the match against Doug Polk, as you said, I lost $1 million or whatever, right? People are like, well, that was dumb. But frankly, I put so much work in, it improved my level of skill. So the $1 million didn't change my life, but the benefit I got from going through the theoretical practice, benefits me long term, I think.
What was it like being coached by, one of the new players?
Being coached was fine because here's the thing, right? Like with any, Tiger Woods had a swing coach, right? Didn't mean his swing coach was better than him necessarily.
No.
He just was like, okay, help me do things I don't know. I don't know how to turn on a computer like that. I didn't know how to use a solver. How do you put in an input? I don't know. It's all new world to me. All this theory stuff. I didn't understand the basics of it. So why not hire a guy who's, like a math genius and science, he understands all this stuff to explain it to me, to make it palatable so that I understand it. And now I have and I will say this, the first 45 minutes when we were working, I'm like, this is bad. I don't get it. Was it like you being in science class? I was like, I'm not sure I can get this, But then with time, it's what I finally learned how to do, which I think is a big mistake that a lot of young people do when they apply solvers, is they take the literal, output and go, this is the answer. That's not how the best way to use solvers is, I think. I think the best way is to understand, why does the solver want to do this? Why does the solver want to call with a pair of fours but fold a king and the queen? What is the theory? Why does this make sense? So you have to dig deep and understand why. Oh, I see. Because the 4 is a bluff catcher, and so is the king-queen in this spot, but the king-queen blocks stuff and things like that, right? So you start to understand how and why a solver does the things that it does, and then you can sort of humanize it, because no human will ever be able to memorize every output. And besides, solvers are capable of much more than us humans are. For example, when you use a solver, most people do this. They put 3 different sizes in and say, okay, Tuckman, what should I do? Should I bet small? Should I bet big? Or should I bet overbet, right? One of those 3 things. That's it. You know what a solver could do? A solver could split into 32 different sizes, and say, oh no, you should bet 3.4x the pot. So we're limited in terms of how we approach it. So my goal when I play poker is, first of all, to understand the theory, and then sort of dissect ways in which I think population that uses theory misapplies it and take advantage of it.